Hello and welcome back to the Brandon Smith Rugby channel, and we have an exciting video for you today. Breaking news regarding a new tournament to replace the Autumn Internationals coming this November. Lots of details to come in this video, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free to do, and also we're on the road to 600 subscribers, so your help is massively appreciated. So hit the subscribe button down below. Let's get into the details. So who, what, where and when? Well, this tournament will be starting on the 6th of November 2020. It is to replace the Autumn Internationals due to the COVID crisis. Lots of teams who would have travelled up to the Northern Hemisphere haven't been stopped from doing so, and therefore they've been replaced by two teams who we'll get onto. The first six teams are very basic. They're the Six Nations teams, so that includes Wales, England, Ireland, Scotland, France and Italy. All those teams will be competing, but in a slightly different format, which we'll get to in just a second. The other two nations are the Fijians and the Japanese. They will be joining the tournament and they will be participating in this one. There's been a lot of talk recently about Fiji joining the Rugby Championships or joining the Six Nations. Well, this is just a one-off. That is something that we have to point out straight away. This is a one-off. It is not something that's going to happen every single year. They're not joining the Six Nations as we know it. This isn't the Six Nations. It's just a one-off tournament. So that's first thing to get clear. So how's it going to work? Well, we have two groups. We have Group A. Group A will include England, Wales, Ireland and Fiji. And Group B will include Scotland, France, Italy and Japan. So you can see one side of the draw is very strong in my opinion, in Wales, England, Ireland and Fiji. And in the other group, maybe not so strong. The big question, of course, is will fans be allowed to be in the stadium for this tournament? We don't know. The RFU Chief Executive Bill Sweeney did say recently that the union are planning to have 40,000 fans in stadiums for some of these games. Just really waiting for approval from the government for that, as so many things across the country and across the world are waiting for is the government to give the go-ahead on many things. So they're planning for fans to be in the stadium, but I wouldn't be booking weekends off for these games. So as I said, it's going to be starting on November the 14th and it's going to happen consecutive weekends all the way up until the end of the tournament. The top two teams will then play each other in a final to see who wins. From a Welsh fan's perspective, I think this is really exciting. We get international rugby. Of course, we got the completion of the Six Nations, which will be the week before this kicks off. So that will be sort of a warm-up, you'd say, because Wales really aren't in the running for the title, so I'm not too bothered about that. And then we can really get going in this tournament. And for the likes of Fiji and Japan, this is a fantastic opportunity once again for them to show their quality, to show that they can compete with quality sides around the world. So Japan showed in the Rugby World Cup last year that they really could compete at the top level against top sides, and that is going to be massive for them if they're looking to join the Rugby Championships or even rumours about them joining the Six Nations. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they do. Fiji as well. I love the Fijians. I think their style of play is brilliant. If they can get a bit of organisation in, they can get a bit of discipline in, some game management, then they can really be a massive threat to many sides across the globe. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you a fan of this idea? Do you think it would work? Would you be up to going to some games? And I think for majority of rugby fans, we just want to see rugby back. Of course, we got the English Premiership coming back very soon. With the Pro 14 coming back very soon. Super Rugby is already back and very successful down in the Southern Hemisphere over in New Zealand. So it's really exciting to see that this is an idea that has been confirmed that will be happening and that we'll have live rugby again. But will fans be allowed to be back in? We don't know yet, but be sure to subscribe here to the Brandon Smith Rugby channel because I will bring you updates on this story as it breaks and as we get more development across this story. There you go, those are my thoughts. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for a very special video with Nick Feeks, who is a player for Nola Gold, a professional rugby player out in Major League Rugby. We're going to be chatting to him a little bit about his teammates. I'll see you then.